Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my City Skylines series Ardes, and today we're having part 29 if I'm not wrong actually, and in this one we're expanding our city, and in the last episode we've started this whole industrial park, and today we're just expanding it. We're starting off by developing the office area that we have there with this office building for about 1,000 people. So for this one I've added a parking house. So just like a big parking lot and a parking garage to it. So we have a lot of space for parking and a lot of space for the people that would have to go there. It is also this whole area very much in the green area, so it isn't too dense built and you have a lot of forest still. And this is something that I wanted to achieve there, and the reason for this is that I thought it would be kind of cool to have something like this. And the whole area is coming together very well. I already recorded part 30. This will be something special again. It will be about connecting to another riverside to our city, so it will be a big bridge. And it will actually start in this area, so this is also the reason why I started to develop this whole area here, so that I can kind of think where I would like to have the bridge going on and where it should go off and where it should land on the other side of the river. So yes. So there I'm struggling just with this roundabout, but I finally got it because it was too big at first and too small, and then I choose to take the bigger one. And this is basically how I went there. So for the office building, I've wanted to have some parking lots in the front, and then just in the park in front of it, and also something like a small park behind it, so that the people that are working there have the possibility to go into the nature if they need some fresh air or stuff like this. So yes, here I'm just like adding the parking lot roads in, and I thought about there getting a small split into them because it makes it look kind of better, I would say, and it is kind of more realistic to have it like this because you wouldn't have a curved parking lot right there. So yes, we will start off just like by making the curve there, and this curve is actually just like a normal curve, but it's with some parking lots, and I'm deleting there already the thing that I've already told you right now about, and the reason for this is that I couldn't place in enough parking lots without it, so I kind of had to place them there. I'm sorry for the black screen right now, I don't know why this was there, but it was there, and I think I will edit it out, but if I didn't edit it out, I'm sorry, and if I did, you don't know what I'm talking about, so yes. So here it is just like me right now adding in all the parking lots, and there I've looked on Google Maps and stuff like this to see how other people in real life made it for office buildings, and there are actually some that are kind of like mine here, and so I thought yes, this would be a great thing to do. And yes, so while I'm staying there with the camera, I can tell you something about this whole area because it is kind of this mix of industrial buildings and warehouses and office buildings, and the reason for this is that I thought this should make something like a great addition to our city. And yes, so then there with the parking lots placed, I thought about this, they could get aligned with the curve there because this would make something kind of a cool touch to this whole thing, because it isn't often that you see something like this in City Skylines, at least in my opinion. And I thought, yeah, we'll do it for this project there and just get them in here and fixing them in and placing them and basically just aligning them. So here I was struggling with the kind of the direction that they are showing, that they are not guiding to, that they are looking at. And then I've thought about, yes, but I want them to come from the right side and go to the left, but this was kind of a struggle for me, so then I thought, okay, I can switch this later on if I want to, and I just placed them down there. And as you can already see, I've deleted the pathways again, the curved one, not the pathways, the curved parking lots. The reason for this is they didn't turn out like I wanted them to do, and will definitely make some curved ones, but not now. They will be in something kind of better looking area, because this should be just like with warehouses and destroyed roads and stuff like this, so this isn't the best place for them to be in. And I thought, no, this should be something like kind of an older building there, like an older office building there, and this was then also with what I was trying to achieve there. Actually, also for the trains, I've downloaded some from the Steam workshop that will fit in kind of the theme that we're going on with an European city. I've downloaded some from the ÖBB, from the Austrian train. I don't actually know what they are. They're just like basically the main guys of our railway system and our trains. So I've added there the normal S-Bahnen. These are just like the trains that are going from one stop to another in one city. And I've also added the railtracks. They are just like international stuff, and also intercity trains that are just going from one city to the next one, or from one country to another one. But more to this in the next episode. And we're actually placing in some junipers. I'm sorry, we're adding in some junipers and some bushes. I think they are the junipers, or cypresses are the other ones. Yeah, these are the junipers, and it is just like that I wanted to detail them a bit, but not too much, and it is still very much just like nature there, but it is kind of a more sorted out of what kind of plants we have there, and I think this looks awesome. So it went just like how I wanted it and how it should look in the end. So this was awesome. This was awesome, and it looks also awesome. So there I was making sure that the building is connected to the street. And after this was accomplished, I've started off by making at first this invisible pathway to have some people going in front of the office building, and then we will also expand to the next area. And for this one, I knew I wanted to have something kind of the railway going elevated through it, and I was looking at the whole thing that we have right now and thought about, yes, we can do something kind of this, and we will also do this in some seconds, but I don't actually know where I want to place it. And then I came up with the idea of having two curves going in there, just like an S curve. And this was then something that I had in my mind that I definitely wanted to place there. And maybe when you thought about, wait, you want to add the S-Bahn, but you don't have any electricity on the train tracks. And this also is something that I kind of remembered when I edited this whole video, and this will be something that I will add later on. So we will add catenaries to this whole thing. I don't know why I forgot to add them, but I did so. Please, don't kill me. No, it's just, yes. It's pretty awful that I forgot them, if I think about it, because this is something that is very much necessary for an electric train to have. So here I'm switching to another train bridge, and this is this one, because I thought this would be something kind of a newer area, and this means I would also have a newer bridge. And this bridge is looking so cool, I'm in love with it, so I would definitely use this asset and get it also in other areas because it's just something like this very basic modern look. And this is just like the perfect cut for our old town later on, that we have this modern bridge there. Also, I will add some more parts to the old town off camera, or I would just make some pictures of it, because it is just adding the same buildings and it's very lame, so you don't have to see all of this, because it is me just placing buildings, replacing them and moving them, so nothing too special. And yes, we are right now starting off by just like getting away these pillars at first, because these pillars are so annoying when they go over the street and it's just awful. So yes, right now there I knew I want to have a street that goes right next to the rails, because it is kind of cool to have a bridge and a street right next to it, but at first then I thought, okay, we can also lower this and have maybe a small bridge over it. No, this isn't possible with the different heights that we already have, so this was an idea that I scrambled off pretty quickly. And yes, this whole area will go more and more into the suburbs, and it will definitely have some more smaller towns coming on, and also will have something kind of a new industrial city part in the swamps, so on the other side of the river. And this whole industrial part will be kind of big, and it will also have a lot of smaller, cheaper apartments, and with large apartment blocks, just like you would see it from the Gemeindebau from Vienna. And this is just something that I want to add, because this is also a thing about Austria, that we have a lot of Gemeindebaus. These are just like government housing, if you don't know. And yes, so there I'm moving all of the things down. The bridge asset that I already used quite a lot of times, I love it, it is so cool, and I thought it would make a great addition there to expand this a bit more, because it's just a very small part, and we could also keep it at the size it is right now, because I think we can make something kind of in story that it is something that a lot of got destroyed in the world wars, and they just kept this part and renovated and made everything else new or in another way. So we will from now on soon place in some more warehouses, and I will just detail them with some stains and some tracks, not too fancy, but just to get them look like they were detailed. And yes, so this will be it for this part. And if you've enjoyed this episode, I appreciate if you'd consider liking this video and subscribing to me, because it helps me a lot and it is free. And if you even want me to build something that you want to see in the city, I appreciate if you'd write in the comments, and I will answer as soon as possible, and then I can also make some things that you would like to see in my city. So yes, thank you and have a great day. Bye.